Well. It seems like Sony is very ready to talk about their next generation of gaming. And that's because this morning, an article released by Wired and officially tweeted out by the PlayStation Twitter handle speaking more about the next generation PlayStation. And it actually gave us some details on what to expect. The article will be linked down below in the description. But it goes on to explain that we shouldn't be expecting this console to release anytime in the year of 2019. That means there's a really good chance that it's going to be releasing in 2020, just like the rumors have speculated. All of this information, by the way, is coming directly from Mark Cerny. He's a game developer, and he's also the lead architect for PlayStation 4 and the PS Vita, which probably means he's the lead architect for the PS5 as well. It's now also been made very clear to all of us that this isn't going to be just a small jump in visual quality. It's not going to be something like the PS4 to the PS4 Pro. This is going to be a giant leap forward in what type of technology will be in these consoles. But does that mean it's also going to raise the price significantly? We're going to talk a little bit about that. So the PS5 is going to be featuring Ryzen's brand new 7nm Zen 2 processor, which features 8 cores, a custom variant of Radeon's Navi GPU, which will also support ray tracing, which I find so strange because ray tracing still kind of feels new because it's only been the past 2 years you started hearing more and more about it. It's accessible for only a few select titles, even on PC, while running a GTX 2080 Ti in my own personal build. It's still something that I don't really see too often in games. But apparently the PS5 is going to have this, so wow, that's crazy to me. There's also going to be a brand new AMD chip for 3D audio, so you're going to feel more immersed, more in the action, everything around you is going to sound more realistic, and I'm really excited for the future of audio, especially as someone who uses a headset every single day. Shout out to Astro, I love the A40s, these things are amazing. Anywho, moving forward, unlike the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, where there isn't a built-in SSD to make load times a lot better, the PS5 is going to feature an SSD. In fact, they did a demonstration for Wired with a dev console and a regular PS4 Pro. They were playing the brand new Spider-Man game, and they loaded up the map to go across the world, and it took 15 seconds to load on the regular PS4 Pro, but on the PS5 dev kit, it took 0.8 seconds. Imagine a world without load times. I mean, obviously, as games get bigger, there's still going to be load times, and I'm sure that they're not all going to be as perfect as 0.8 seconds, but that is a lot faster. Now, they wouldn't go into detail about what type of technology this SSD is using, but Cerny went on record by saying that it has raw bandwidth higher than any SSD available for PCs. That is a bold claim. So let's go ahead and move on and talk about graphics. The PS4 Pro supports up to 4K, but the next-gen PS5 is going to support up to 8K. We are nowhere near having 8K in a house. Barely 4K for people, nowhere near 8K, but that is the point of future-proofing, because we don't know, maybe in 3 years, maybe 4 years, 8K monitors or 8K TVs are going to be really easy to come by. Technology is going to advance, but that is insane because if you're looking for an 8K TV or an 8K monitor, you're going to be spending over $3,000 alone just for that. So yeah, if anyone's worried about how powerful this thing is going to be, graphically, I cannot wait to see what they're working on. And even though I don't have an 8K monitor, it's cool to know that it's future-proofed just in case 8K becomes affordable. Just in case. Oh yeah, and to add the cherry on top, the console still accepts physical media, so discs are still going to be a thing, and it's backwards compatible. Just drop that bomb right on us, Mark Cerny. Just drop it on us. Backwards compatibility for PS5, 100% confirmed. That makes my balls tingle. I'm actually extremely happy about this because this gives everyone the opportunity that can't necessarily afford to upgrade. It gives them a chance to trade in their current PS4 or their PS4 Pro towards the next console because it's most likely going to be expensive, and you can still play all the games you bought for that console because it's backwards compatible. This is excellent. So let's talk about cost. Yeah, I'm just as in the dark as everybody else, but I would assume, just based off of what we're hearing, this is probably going to be $600 plus on launch. You know, that might be shocking for a lot of people. That's a lot of money for a console, but there's a lot of power. There is a lot of power in this thing, and with the backwards compatibility, you can kind of eat some of that cost by trading in your current console. See, the thing is, we're always worried about putting it on the shelf and going back and playing our games, but the one thing that Xbox One had over PS4 was the ability to have that backwards compatibility. When they announced that, that was one of the best features they could have ever announced. And now, I don't even have an Xbox 360 because most of the games that I want to play are backwards compatible on the Xbox One. Compatibility like that is super important, especially for the consumer. So being able to trade in your PS4, maybe get $150, close to $200 off the new console, because you know there's probably going to be some sort of deal at GameStop or Game UK where you trade in your console, you get like a bonus towards the PS5 or whatever. It's going to eat some of that cost and it's going to bring it down, but it's still going to cost a pretty chunk of change. So here is what I'm thinking. This console is most likely going to release around the holiday season in the year of 2020, so maybe around November, December-ish, maybe right around there. That way they can get the bulk of the sales out of the way. They do this every time a new console comes out, by the way, so that's something that we can expect. I've already had a plan set for the PS5 because I had this feeling in the back of my mind that it was going to be super expensive, so this is what I've been doing, and feel free to take my idea and do it for yourself. But every single month, I've been putting aside $30. And I've been doing this for the past 4 months now. So every month, $30 goes into an envelope and I put that in my dresser drawer and then I don't worry about it. I don't look at it anymore. I don't think about it. That is my PS5 fund. I'm going to do this all the way up until pre-orders are announced. And then whatever I have saved up, I'm either going to use that as the partial payment to secure the pre-order of the PS5 or just pay it off, you know, whatever comes first. And then, you know, whatever money I have left over, if there is any, after getting the console, I'll probably pick up a couple of games for it. So that's what I'm going to do. $30 to $40, I would say. Just every month, just put that to the side, put it in an envelope, do something like that. And by the time the console comes out, it'll be all right. And yeah, it doesn't change the fact that it's still a pretty chunk of change, but, you know, I'm thinking about it now that we know it's backwards compatible 100%. I'm going to trade in my PS4 Pro. I'm definitely going to do that. Trade in my PS4 Pro. I'm going to put it towards the PS5, and I won't have to worry about that gigantic cost anymore. And to be honest, today's been a pretty exciting day for gaming in general because Xbox also announced that on June 9th, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. Eastern, that is when they're doing their E3 briefing. I feel like maybe they announced this because they weren't expecting PlayStation to come out with any type of announcement with Wired, so that was a little bit confusing, but still, they're saying that they are going to be talking about their next-gen console as well, so this is definitely the E3 to pay attention to. I'm pretty excited to see just exactly what they plan on doing with the Xbox briefing, especially now since PlayStation already said they're not going to E3, which is crazy, so they're probably going to do their own thing outside of it. But I really like how they're slowly trickling in information instead of waiting until June and just piling it all on us. It's really nice to have this little flow of information rather than everything all at once. So yeah, that's basically it. The Xbox 2 and the PlayStation 5 probably going to be coming right around the same time in 2020. PlayStation 5 backwards compatible, 8K resolution, super dang powerful, up to 40 times the speed compared to PS4 Pro, which is just incredible to think about, and I have no words. So when we learn more information about this console, when we get first details, when we get images, when we get gameplay, I will make sure to update you guys right here on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. And also, I forgot to mention earlier when we were talking about saving money, but if you guys have any tips or tricks on how to save money to help prepare for the next console generation, please feel free to leave your advice down below in the comment section. That way people can have many different types of advice for this singular issue. Everyone's trying to figure out how they're going to upgrade. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the conversation today, drop a like on the video. Do not forget to subscribe for more videos coming very, very soon. And don't forget to click that little bell icon next to the subscribe button. That way YouTube will notify you every single time one of my videos go live right here on the channel. I appreciate y'all coming out, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.